Good day, students, and welcome to Learn High School Mathematics with Sir Flor. Our topic for today is about similar figures. So, without further ado, let's get started. So, let us have first a short review of your ratio and proportion. So, let us find out the values of x. So, our first given is this one: 20 is to x is equal to 5 is to 7. Pause this video, and when you're ready, please continue this video. Done already? So let's have first the value of x. So how will you find out the values of x? So remember that this portion is known as the means, and this one, the outer one, known to be the extremes. So in order to find out the values of x, you have first multiply the means or extremes that are present. Okay, so the part there that is all present is extremes. So therefore you have to multiply this one. 20 times 7 is equal to multiply their means. So therefore 5 times x, or 5x. Then multiply 120 by 7, which is 140, is equal to 5x. Then divide both sides by 5. Therefore, your value of x here is, if your answer is this one, so therefore 5, 10. So we have here 2, then 40. 40 divided by 5, that is 28. So our value of x here is 28. Did you get it? Next slide. How about this? X is to 11, x is to 99 is equal to 8 is to 11. Pause this video, and when you're ready, please continue this video. Done already? If your answer is x is equal to 72, then you are correct, because you have to multiply 99 times 8 equals 11 times x. And if you solve this, this will be having x is equal to 72. I hope that you get this ratio and proportion. So let us go over to our next part of this video, which our next part of this lesson will be the similar figures. In order to understand what similar figure is, let us take a look at these two pictures. What did you notice on these pictures? So let's say we have here one apple, and there's another apple, which is this one. Oops. So what did you notice? So as you notice on these pictures, these appearances of this apple would be the same. But when you talk about the sizes, there is a difference between these two. One of them is smaller apple, and the other one is a bigger apple. Remember, they have the different sizes, but the appearances should be the same. So both of these pictures are similar. How about this next one? Take a look at these three pictures. What did you notice on these pictures? I have here a red t-shirt, and let's have this one. What did you notice? If you not if you notice this one, we have here three t-shirts of different sizes. We have the small, medium, and large. Okay? Now, their appearances is just the same, but the sizes would mean different from each other. So meaning these three t-shirts here is similar to each other. So that's how similar figures or similar appearances is. But how about for the geometry? What do you mean by similar figures? So let's take a look on this one. Let's say we have here a trapezoid and the bigger trapezoid, which is named first trapezoid. We have the trapezoid VRST and trapezoid ABCD. Now, but here's the question. Are they similar? So let us figure it out by angles. So for these angles to be similar, I for this trapezoid to be similar, I mean, we make sure that all angles must be congruent to each other. Now, your objective here is to make sure that all of these angles are congruent. How will you do this? So we move this smaller trapezoid to a larger trapezoid by coinciding those all angles. For example, we have your angle A and angle R. So what we are going to do is we have to coincide this so that we will prove that these two angles are congruent like this. So as you can see, angle A and angle R are coinciding. Same with the other one. So angle B and angle S are also congruent. Then then how about angle T and angle C? Are they congruent? So let us move and prove that these are congruent. Yes, they are congruent to each other. How about angle D and angle V? Let's prove and test. Whoop. So therefore, angle D is congruent to angle V. So we prove that all corresponding angles are congruent. But this is not yet sufficient to prove that these two trapezoids are similar. So there are other conditions to make these two trapezoids similar. So let's move on to our um, lengths of each trapezoid. So my question here is, are they similar? Actually, both of these trapezoids are similar based from the sides. Why? Because remember in ratio and proportion, just like in this figure, we have to apply the ratio and proportion. So let's have the corresponding sides. RV and AD are one of the corresponding sides or a pair of corresponding sides. R and RS, the corresponding side is AB. The corresponding side of ST is BC, and the corresponding side of VT is CD. Now, we can say that these are similar because the sides are proportional. Okay? So as you can see, the ratio of RS to AB is 4 is to 12. Okay? And if you will simplify, the ratio is 1 is to 3. So therefore, RS is to AB is 4 is to 12, or you can have simplified as 1 is to 3. Then we have here ST and BC. ST and BC. Now, the ratio of ST to BC here is 8 to 24, or simplified as 1 is to 3. The other one here is VT is to CD. And the ratio of VT to CD is 9 is to 27, or simplified here as 1 is to 3. But RV is to AD is has a ratio also of 6 is to 18. And of course, the ratio is also 1 is to 3. If all of these corresponding sides have their equal ratio, which is 1 is to 3, or any ratio that are equal, therefore we can say that this trapezoid or this figure is similar. So by the definition of similar figures, two polygons are similar if their vertices can be paired so that corresponding angles are congruent and corresponding sides are proportional. Remember this one, the corresponding angles should be congruent, and of course the corresponding sides are proportional. So these are the two conditions that will prove that these two figures are similar. I hope that you get this one. Let's have a short exercise. So I will ask you, are they similar to each other? Let's have this triangle TRS with a given angle TRS, which is 60 degrees, and the other one ABC with an angle of 30 degrees, which is on angle ABC. Are they similar? Pause this video, and when you're ready, please resume this video. Done already? Let's see if they are similar. Remember, this portion, let's say your sides are proportional. But the question becomes, are they similar when it comes to angles? Of course, they are similar because remember we have two conditions. One of them, all sides or corresponding sides should be proportional, and of course the angle should be congruent. So all angle, this one angles, these two angles are congruent to each. The angles I mean on these two triangles are congruent because remember this one is 90 degrees and this one here is 90 degrees. So to find out the measure of RS, so we have to subtract 90 by 60. So therefore, this is 30 degrees. And the other one, to find out this one, you have to subtract 90 by 30. This is 60 degrees. So they are similar to each other. I hope that you get it. If this part is unclear to you, balikan niyo po ang part na medyo malabo sa inyo. So let's have another figure. Okay? So, question, are they similar? Let's say these corresponding sides are proportional. Please pause this video and when you're ready, please resume this video. Done already? Let's answer if they are similar. Remember that in any triangle, the sum of all angles in any triangle is equivalent to 180 degrees. So from here, so to find out the value of DEF, what we are going to do is to have to add 34 by 65. So if you add this 34 and 65, we'll get 99. Now, from this sum, you have to subtract it from 180. So that 180 minus 99 is equal to 81 degrees. So this angle is 81 degrees. How about for the bigger figure? So we know that we have here 34, we have here 81. But the question becomes, is this 34 degrees? Or is it 65 degrees, I mean? So to find out if this is 65 degrees, then you have to add 34 first by 81. So this is 115. Then subtract this 115 from 118 degrees. So 180 minus 115, this is 65 degrees. So are they proportional? Yes, they are proportional. Meaning to say that, just like I've said a while ago, that assume that all corresponding sides are proportional. I hope that you get it. Let's have this one. Are they similar? Pause this video. When you're ready, please resume this video. Done already? Let's answer. So, question, what is the measure of this missing angle? So we have here 79 plus 28. This is 107. So 79 plus 28 is 107. Then subtract this by 180. So 180 minus 107 equals 73. So this is 73 degrees. But the question becomes, what is the angle of this missing angle on the larger triangle? So you have to subtract 79. You have to add first, 79 plus 67. So we have here 79 plus 67. This is 146. Oops, that is 146, Now, what we are going to do is you have to subtract it from 180. And this time, this will become 34 degrees. So the question becomes, are they similar? Assume that the corresponding sides are proportional. Are they similar? No, they are not similar because, as you can see, one of these angles are congruent, but the rest of these angles are what? Are not equal. Therefore, they are not similar. Next, are they similar? Please pause this video. Remember, let's assume that these corresponding angles are congruent. Question, are they similar? Pause this video. Whenever you're ready, please resume this video. Done already? Let's check. So how will you know if they are similar? Based from the sides. So remember that all sides must be equal rate. Okay, next one we have GH. The corresponding side of GH is BS. And the ratio of this is 7 is to 21 or 1 is to 3. So if all of these ratios are equal, therefore, they are similar, assuming that all angles are congruent. Did you get it? I hope that you get it. Let's have the next one. Are they similar? Pause this video, and whenever you're ready, please resume this video. Done already? Of course, you're done already. So, question, are they similar? To answer this one, first one we have CB first. What is the corresponding side of CB? So the corresponding side of CB is uh, as you can see, this is a flip point. So DE, actually. And the ratio of this is 12 is to 30, or 6 is to 15, but this is 3. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 4 is to 10, or 2 is to 5. Okay? Now, let's have AB. The corresponding side of AB is EF. And the ratio of this one is 10 is to 25, or 2 is to 5. But here's a problem. AC. The corresponding side of AC is DF. The ratio of this is 18 is to 55, but there is no simplified form. So as you can see, both of these two are equal, but there is one different ratio here. So if you see that there is one different ratio, therefore this is not similar. Even if it is two or more ratios that are not equal to each other, therefore they are not similar. I hope that you get it. Let's have a a problem that you have to answer. So let's have this one. Given EF is 5, HE is 8, and AB is 40. Find the measure of AD. So how will you find this one? So here's how. Now, let's have EF. Okay, let's have this one. The EF here, the corresponding side of this one is AB. Okay? So therefore, whenever you solve this one, you have to write first the first ratio on the first figure on the left. Meaning to say that we have here given AB, and we have here given um, there is an AD, and we have here EF and HE. Okay? So first one, we have to write the ratio form, which is AD is to AB. And the corresponding side of AD is EH. And the corresponding side of AB is EF. Okay. Now, what is AD? So we don't know the value of AD, so let's represent this as X. Is to, what is the value of AB? AB is 40 equals, what is the value of EH? The value of EH or HE is 8, is 2. Value of EF is 5. Then solve for X. So 40 times 8 is 320. So 40 times 8 is equal to 5x. And 40 times 8, which is 320, is equal to 5x. Then divide both sides by 5 so that the value of x here is 64. So your value of x will represent also the value of AD. So the value of AD here is 64. I hope that you get it. Let's move on to our next part. Let's have this next example. Let's say given EF is 10 and FG is 12 and BC is 14, find the measure of AB. So here's how it works. So before I reveal the answer, please pause this video. Whenever you're ready, please resume this video. Done already? Okay, so here's the thing. So we have here the given EF, and we have here FG. We have here BC, and we are finding for the value of AB. So here's how you write again. So the first ratio should be based from the first figure. So therefore, AB is to BC. Even if you interchange, it's okay. But remember, you have to consider their corresponding sides. The corresponding side of AB should be EF. And the corresponding side of BC is FG. Now, for AB, so we have here X. So represent this as X is 2. What is the value of BC? The value of BC is 24 equals the value of EF is 10 and the value of FG is 12. Then multiply the means and of course the extremes. So therefore we have here 24 times 10 is actually equal to 12x. 24 times 10, which is 240, is equal to 12x. Then divide both sides by 12 so that your x here is 20. And remember that the 20 is your value of AB. So therefore, AB is actually equal to 20. Did you get it? If there's a part that is unclear to you, you can go back again to the part that is unclear to you so that you can understand again what I have discussed to you. Next. So let us solve this next example. Find the measure of AB. So to find out the measure of AB, here's how. So remember that you have first to write the sides on the sides present on the first figures, and that will be your first ratio. Okay, so therefore AB is actually is to BC, or you can interchange. It's okay, but remember your corresponding sides. So the corresponding side of AB, which is DE, and the corresponding side of BC is DF. Now, let's solve. So what is AB? AB is 7x plus 2 is 2. BC is 84 is equal to DE is 6 and DF is 7. Then multiply the means and the extremes. So therefore, 7x plus 2 times 7 is actually equal to 84 times 6. Then, using the distributive property, you have to distribute each term by 7. So 7x times 7, which is 49x. Then 7 times 2, which is 14. So plus 14 is equal to 504. Is it 504? Let's see. 84 times 6. That is 504. Then you have to transpose positive 14 to the other side. So this is minus 14. So therefore, 49x is equal to 504 minus 14. This is 490. And together, we divide this by 49 so that your value of x here is 10. Are we done? Not yet, because we are finding the measure of AB. The measure of AB here is 7x plus 2. And remember, you have to replace the value of x here. So therefore, we have 7 times 10 plus 2. 7 times 10, which is 70, plus 2, which gives you the value of AB, which is 72. I hope that you get it. Last, last question. Find the measure of DF. Please pause this video. When you're ready, please resume this video. Done already? So again, the process again, whenever you find the value of DF, first things first, you have to write first the first ratio on the first triangle, which are present. That is AB is to AC. Then for the second ratio, you have to write the ratio based from their corresponding sides. So the corresponding side of AB is DE, and the corresponding side of AC, which is DF. Now, what is AB here? So the AB in the given here is 162 is to AC, which is 234, is equal to DE, which is 9, is to DF is 2x plus 3. Then you have to multiply the means again and extremes as always. So we have here 234 times 9 equals 162 times 2x plus 3. Then distribute. So this will become 234 times 9. So let me rewrite again. So 234 times 9, which is 2,106, is actually equal to 162 times 2, which gives you 324x plus 162 times 3 in your calculator, which is 486. Then you have to move this 486 to the other side, which is minus 486. So therefore, 2,106 minus 486, which gives you 1,620 is equal to 324x. Then, to find out the value of x, simply divide this by 324. which gives you the value of x divided by 324, which gives you x is equal to 5. Is this your final answer? Not yet, because you have to find the value of the f. So the value of the f is 2x plus 3. Substitute the value of x, which is the 5, here on this expression. So therefore, 2 times 5 plus 3. So therefore, 2 times 5, which is 10. Then add this by 3. So therefore, df is actually equal to 13. Check. I hope that you get this part. So if there is a part that is unclear to you, please, 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 again, go back again to the part that is unclear to you so that you can understand it very well. And if you have any questions, comments, please try to comment or put all your questions, put all your comments below. Okay? And thank you very much for listening. I am Sir Flor, and this is Learn High School Mathematics with Sir Flor. Thank you, and God bless you all.